so that I will correctly position myself towards that system, and I will no longer need to be corrected this way, and I'll advance in a good and nice way. And this is what the wisdom of Kabbalah teaches. Eventually, it teaches how to correctly turn to the upper force in order to advance in that program called life, corporeal life, spiritual life. How will we flow in this program in the fastest, most convenient, and goal-oriented fashion? Now that's the truth. These pleas are called prayers. Now, as a result of us being in a general system, the general system is divided into 10 parts, 10 sfirot, that are also divided into 5 parts. Instead of 10, you can count 5, which is the tip of the Yud, Yud K, Vav K, the well-known Havaya, which means what? Which means that this system has a structure, special structure. And I have to know what that structure is because I have to influence the entire structure. Now, the structure of the 10 sfirot, of these 10 parts, the system in general, or the Avaya, the 5 parts, which is one and the same. If I influence this structure, I have to influence it gradually. The gradation in which I turn to the system is called the 3 pleas, requests, or 3 prayers. Because the system towards me is in states that are called morning, afternoon, and evening. The system towards me, morning, afternoon, evening. What are these 3 states? Okay, what does that mean? As it says in the Torah, and there was evening and there was morning the first day, meaning everything starts from the evening. What does that mean? That a new desire is becoming revealed in me. It's a corrupted desire. It's opposite to the system. And it's becoming revealed in me only in order for me to identify it, and so that by it I will become even more and better included in that system than in the previous day. And this connection happens in 3 stages: morning, afternoon, and evening. So it starts from the evening. So in the evening, what is becoming revealed is the corrupted desire. That it means that from above I'm shown that I'm not getting along with the system, that I'm opposite to it, that everything's dark, I don't feel anything, I'm kind of confused. And this is what the word erev, evening, comes from the word la'arbev, that I'm unfamiliar with things, I can't find my way around. And that is the formation of a new desire that I didn't have before. But when that desire appears anew, it appears in a corrupted way that I'm disoriented in it. And then, this way, I work with that desire. I accept it. I connect to it passively, which means that I go to sleep. I fall asleep. I'm not trying to change it. No. I only want to learn it. And then, when the darkness comes, the middle of the night, I learn more and more about how opposed I am to what I thought and felt yesterday with respect to my entire life. And then I start thinking, how will I get along with this new state? How, upon this new state, desires, thoughts, different calculations that I have now that are opposite to my previous life, how do I arrange myself correspondingly? How do I find the right way? And so it follows that towards this desire, which has now become revealed, I have to annul myself. Meaning that I have to become included in the system in a way that I am simply a non-active part in it. I'm on, how to put it? I'm not operating myself. I'm like a little child, like a baby that lives his life to become included in the system this way. If I'm willing to become included in the system with this new desire which became revealed in me called evening, in a way that I annul this desire as if it does not exist in me, I don't use it, then it means that this way I start discovering the actions of the system without making any changes, without introducing any disturbance to it, and that is called morning. So evening is a kind of a revelation of a certain desire that, if I understand correctly, is working in opposition to the general system. And then my very first action is I don't use this desire. I nullify it. It exists, but I annul it. And then when I annul it, I start feeling how the system is working as if without that desire. And then gradually, by the system, which is operating, I start saying, how can I awaken my desire and start working with it inside the system itself? This means that I pray for how will I work with this new desire and fit together with it in the system. That is called the work of the morning. Does it have to do with the dawn? Yeah. All these things, only they have a different connotation, a different meaning, explanation, that it's not about the sun or... So what really is the meaning of the crack of dawn? Clarity, understanding, feeling, how to work with this new desire. Gradually, just like the sun goes up, start working with it. By working more with it, the sun rises even more. I'm the one that makes the sun rise by starting to work with this desire, by disclosing it. And then I discover a desire which is called Chabad, which means Chokhmah, Bina, Da'at. The first three Sfirot, the first parts of the system. Afterwards, when I started working with my desire inside the system, I started advancing towards my correction with this new desire. Then I start working with it more and more. I become integrated, included in this system more and more with this new desire. And this is already called afternoon. That I truly derive the maximum out of this new desire in terms of becoming included in the general soul. That's called Chagat. Chesed Gvura Tiferet. As opposed to Chokhmah Bina Da'at. And afterwards we have the beginning of the sunset, where I've realized this desire, I have nothing left to realize about it, and then I start working with the last third of my 10 Sfirot, which is called Nehi. Meaning that I already know how to use this desire, and by this I complete the work, and then I'm ready to give birth to the new stage. That's called Nehi. And I don't really have anything left to innovate here, and a subtle force of the new desire is becoming revealed, which is again towards the evening, the sunset, and so on. So we have these three stages, and parallel to that, we have the three prayers, which is the Shacharit, Minchá, and Arvit.